Hi, this is Harsh, and you're listening to Within 5 Minutes. Today, for the first time in a long time, I took a good look at myself in the mirror. Not the quick glance I take when I'm running late for work, but an intent gaze with no sense of urgency. My eyes scanned my own reflection, from the black strands of my hair to the bare brown skin of my hands and legs. I seemed much more muscular than before, and there were several veins popping on the back of my palm that were inexistent. Just how much have I changed since the last time I stood here? For a decent stretch of time lately, I've been feeling good. There have been more good days than bad ones, and the nights don't feel longer like they used to. I remember how sometimes I felt suffocated in my own mind and lived like a prisoner locked inside four walls. And now, it feels strange to even recall what that felt like. As I continued to stare at myself, I eventually saw not the person I am, but the person I was. And a wave of gratefulness rode its way to my face. With my lips stretched from cheek to cheek, I could finally tell myself that I did well, and it felt freaking great. We've all lost ourselves to pain several times. On some nights, the lights would flicker and our shadows would grow stronger. The bed that was once a familiar friend would try to pull us under. But we've come a long way from feeling that way. What a tough time it was, no? We gave ourselves time. We let ourselves be one day after another. We lurked in silence and stayed away from the spotlight because we weren't ready for the world yet. We celebrated our friends' happiness even though we couldn't be happy ourselves. It took us everything we had to subdue all our desires and tirelessly work on ourselves. Everyone in the world looked at themselves as the main character, but we felt like side characters, as if we were here to fulfill someone else's dreams. It's not that we did not have dreams. We did, but we couldn't imagine living one, because every destination felt impossible to reach. In sobriety was only one decision away, and some of us were tempted to drown ourselves in it because it was the only life worth we could see. Every other day was a spitting image of the last, and sometimes we wondered whether the tunnel was just an endless loop of punishment. Tough times make tough people. Today, our eyes shine brighter than ever, and we carry with us an armor of confidence. It is the start of our comeback story. We're no longer hiding, nor are we letting the spotlight out of sight. Spending time on the sidelines has sparked a hunger that can only be quenched through action. These last few years of quietly recovering has expanded our capacity to accommodate a superior version of ourselves. We're now capable of dreaming big because we know how it feels to not dream at all. All the struggle we've gone through has shaped our thoughts to make us stronger than ever. We are wary of thorns that prick and appreciative of the flowers that bloom. Losing doesn't scare us anymore because we've got nothing left to lose. All that we were afraid of losing has already been lost. So we walk fearlessly, knowing that we are capable of rising from the depths of Tartarus again if we ever need to. Everything we started to deal with the pain has now spread its roots. It may not have started by choice, but it has become who we are. Every single day that we put effort into those little things, we harness the power of compounding. Until one day, when we stood in front of the mirror and understood how powerful these insignificant moments turned out to be. We've started to radiate a different glow now, and it's evident. Our smile looks more beautiful and our walks feel more confident. Perhaps nothing's changed in the way we walk and talk, but our perspective makes us believe that we have. Our belief becomes our reality, which is why people with deep, mysterious experiences radiate a very attractive aura in a crowd full of people. It's crazy how we are constantly changing and growing and evolving, more so when things are bad. The locks are no longer sealed now, and the only one who can hold us back is ourselves. We have made progress, yes, but we haven't reached our destination, so don't give yourself too much credit just yet. I know you're doing great, and I love seeing you that way. I only hope that this is the beginning of the best phase in your journey. Everything that wasn't in your control might have been fate, but you took your fate and changed your destiny. You deserve every bit of happiness that you're feeling today, and don't let anyone steal that from you. We've come to the end of this episode, and I hope that everything you've heard has brought some meaning in your life. I'd like to give a shout out to Apurva for creating this fabulous new podcast art. The art is deeply inspired by yin yang, a very powerful concept of light and darkness, order and chaos, and positivity and negativity. It's really a piece of work because it looks clean and beautiful. So, a huge thank you for that. It also marks the beginning of some changes in this podcast. But not just yet. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.